Hey you guys, we're currently in the middle of like a huge storm, so like that. So if you hear any bangs or like crashes, then that's what it is. It's the thunder. I'm really pleased about it because I love thunder and I hate this weather we've been having. It's gross. So anyway, let's get on and talk about why I am rambling with you today. So recently I was sent the new Revlon Photo Ready Candid Glow foundations and they look like this. And these are really interesting because they're kind of like, they're like a cross between a BB cream and a tinted moisturizer, which I absolutely love. Now I really like the original Revlon Candid foundation. I had that in the concealer and I thought it was gorgeous, but this is kind of designed to be light. So the first one I used, let me see. The first one I used and I tried out and I love this shade. This is in 200, so 200 is Nude. This is the first one I ever tried. They're infused with prickly pear oil. They're kind of like, they're very kind of like water based. I know that sounds kind of like an odd thing to say, but it's light buildable coverage foundation with prickly pear oil, antioxidant, anti-pollutant ingredients that help block blue light, which is really harmful to your skin. What I actually really love about the Candid Glow from Revlon is I wouldn't say the sheerness of it, that's the wrong word to use, but especially in weather like we've been having that is unbelievably hot and humid. Like even though we're in the middle of a storm right now, which I'm very, very thankful for, the humidity is off the scale. The humidity is just horrid in this room. It's just horrible. It's so hot in here. But what I love about this is that it's kind of like, it gives you a something, it gives you like a glow and it gives you some coverage, but it's not, it doesn't feel heavy on your skin. I've been trying this out for a little while and I absolutely love it. And the reason I love it is because I think it's one of those things you can put on without, you can put it on with your fingers. You don't have to use a sponge or a brush. I found the sponges, I use a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge, I think it's called. And I found that putting it on with the sponge, see I'm fiddling with my hands, it's so hot in here. I found out that putting it on with the sponge kind of absorbed the product too much. So to use I would say use your fingers to apply this to your face, which I don't normally do. I'm usually really against that. I don't know, it's just like the texture of putting foundation on with my fingers just freaks me out. But with this, I think it's necessary because otherwise the sponge or the brush, whatever, just absorbs it and kind of wipes it away. But what I love is that, especially in this weather, as I said, let me just tail back to what I was going on about. What I love in this weather is it's something, it's a really nice glowy texture, but it doesn't look or feel like caked on makeup. I am a full, I'm a full face makeup girl. I just am. But this kind of weather is just, it's not conducive to that. It's just not nice. It's very, very humid and ugh. And so this is why I really have been enjoying the Candid Glow. I also have the shade 240, which is natural beige. You can see them side by side. There's a bit of a difference. And then I have the deepest one, which is 320, which is Tawny. So if you put them all together, you can probably see the difference in the shades. I have my ring light on because it's quite dark because of the storm, so that's kind of reflecting quite badly on the shiny packaging. Packaging I love, by the way. So let me just do a little hair swatch of the one I have been using predominantly, which is 200 Nude. These are $9.99 by the way, and you can get them on HQ Hair and look fantastic. So if I just show you, it's a very light, as I said, it's kind of a water consistency. And look at that. It's surprising. They say it's like a buildable coverage, but you know, I think what they mean by that is that it's, you know, it's sheer. Like you can't just say this is a really heavy coverage foundation because it really isn't, because it's not designed to be that way. I did put a lot on my hand. It's designed to be like a tinted cream. Everyone is going on at the moment about this new thing with drugstore brands like L'Oreal. They're coming out with their water cream and everyone's kind of going back to BB creams and that tinted moisturizer kind of feel, and I think Revlon really nailed it with the Candid Glow because, as you can see the thinness of it, but the thinness isn't taking away. I mean, the coverage on that is pretty flawless, right? But it's this really nice glow, if you can see that the light's picking up, this really lovely glow. That does dry down a bit, obviously, because I used a lot and it's still wet. But you can kind of see what I mean. The glow on it is really beautiful. It doesn't really have a smell. Not really. It doesn't really have a smell. It lasts pretty decently, I would say, on me from the kind of, you know, I mean, I've been out gardening and stuff and doing things like that in the garden, and it's lasted a decent amount on me. I haven't had an issue with it. I would say it's probably ideal, the Candid Glow, if you're like a gym goer. Now that we're allowed to go to the gym, now that we're allowed to go out and kind of like do more normal stuff. If you're a gym goer or you like to run or whatever, like if you're kind of an exercise buff, but you don't want to look made up, but you want something on your face, this is perfect. The Candid Glow is absolutely, I think, designed with that in mind. If you're somebody that likes full coverage foundation, probably not. But I always think it's adaptable. It's an adaptable kind of thing, makeup, because it doesn't just mean that, well, you know, just because you tend to go towards having full coverage foundation 1 minute doesn't mean that it's always right all the time. I think these are perfect. I think these are absolutely wonderful if you work out, because they don't come off. They don't really come off in a noticeable way. They kind of wear, but they don't, like, you know, you don't feel it coming off your face, if you know what I mean. It's not like a fading thing. It just kind of wears with you throughout the day. And I also think this is the perfect kind of, you see it's kind of settled down now. Isn't that cool? It's like the perfect kind of, it's the perfect kind of product to throw in your bag, and you could just use this to touch up. You wouldn't need a brush. As I said, it kind of absorbs into brushes and sponges. You wouldn't need a brush to touch up with this. So I think it's absolutely, I really like it. It's an interesting consistency, but it's a consistency I really, really like. And it's an odd one for me because, as I said, I like full coverage. So it's yes for me. I like these. As I said, look fantastic. And HQ Hair, $9.99. They do a load of shades. I like it, especially in this horrible, horrible hot weather. No offense to the people that like this type of weather. I hate it. It's vile. And so the storm today has just been wonderful. Anyway, yes, Revlon Candid Glow. Completely different to the Revlon Candid foundation. So if you tried that and you liked it, and you're looking for something that's a little bit more summer appropriate, even though we're in August, who knows, the world is completely upside down, so we may have like a heat wave until December. I have absolutely no idea. But if you like work out, you run, or you go to the gym or whatever, and you're looking just for just a little bit of coverage, but a nice glow, like yeah, like a glow, like it's not a sheen. Like a sheen kind of suggests that it's kind of sparkly, and it's not sparkly, but obviously it's just a really nice, it's a really lovely gleam. Gleam is the word, a really lovely gleam. So I like that. Those are the Revlon Candid Glow foundations. I like those. I think they're really nice. So if you're into that type of consistency, you're looking for something that's got some coverage, but it's not major, and you don't have to invest too much time in applying it, these are brilliant. And as I said, they were sent to me, but that hasn't altered my opinion. As you know, I've been doing this for a long time. It hasn't altered my opinion because I'm saying things. Okay. Oh my goodness. I hope that was helpful, guys. I thought about doing like a try on, like kind of like filming it throughout the day, but to be honest, it's been so hot that I just don't really think you could have seen it. I just don't think you could have seen it. I mean, I've got powder on over it, and it's pretty good. I have to put powder on over things. I know, whatever. I know I'm weird. Whatever. I like face powder. I like my face powder. You're never going to get me out of it. You're never going to get me out of it. Hopefully next time you see me, my hair will be dyed. Hopefully next time you see me, my hair will be cut in a new style because I'm going to the hairdresser. So yeah, so hopefully next time this will all be sorted. But at the moment, because it's so humid, my hair has taken on this kind of like mermaidy, like mad woman of the jungle type of vibe. So we're just going to go with it. We're just going to leave her to do what she wants until she gets cut, because quite frankly, with you guys, I've given up. I don't know what's happening. So anyway, I hope that was helpful in case you were interested in my thoughts about the Revlon Candid Glow. I like it. I think it's a really nice foundation, even though it's kind of not really a foundation. It's more of a BB cream consistency, and I love BB creams. So yes, enough rambling. I hope you guys are keeping really well. I will be doing a lot more videos. I know I always say that and then I disappear, but I am going to be doing a lot more videos. And I think the lighting is better in this setup, even though my ring light's kind of flashing at me and dying. Why did they do that? They always do that. Anyway, so yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, I'm always over on Instagram, so you know, if you've got a question or something, come over there and ask me, because I'm practically there. Even when I'm asleep, I'm still there. So I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon. Bye everyone.